Our executive summary. The proposed FY24 operating budget is $232,011,000, which is up 7% or $15.1 million over last year's budget of $216.9 million. The main drivers of this year's increase are continued growth in our property taxes. The current projections received from our tax assessor indicate an approximate 14% year-over-year growth. However, we are conservatively budgeting at 9% increase. The growth is due to both real and inflationary growth. We are also projecting a 3% growth in our sales tax revenue. Some of the major items that are included in this year's budget. So for our employees, the county's greatest asset, we have included funding for the class and comp implementation at a $10.3 million cost. Dollars have also been set aside to fund our pension and insurance increases of $2.8 million. We've included departmental funding, where we've set aside dollars for county-wide software maintenance contracts, $660,000, and funds for elections and voter registration, $306,000. Under public safety, we have the medical and food contract increases for the jail at $1.8 million and EMA disaster response at $134,000. For our judicial services cluster, we have court reporter fee increases of $194,000, state employee contract increases for those working in the public defender's office, $273,000, and we have judicial officials county supplement increases of $155,000. Finally included in this budget is for capital funding. This budget includes $10 million, which is being set aside from fund balance to fund FY24 capital expenditures.
So I guess what my concern is, there is an immediate need now for the sheriff's office. And so with regards to capacity, and so I don't think that we can wait till 25. I think that we're going to have to start on at least one of those structures today. I think that the concern that a lot of the board has is that investing in the sprung structure was temporary, and that type of investment of $4 or $5 million did not make a lot of sense to us when we can do a permanent structure for just a little bit more. And so, you know, I just want to make sure that we're addressing his capacity need. We can't push it off to 25. So we're going to have to incorporate it now.
Obviously, with staffing vacancies, we are able to capture those expenses there. Ms. Sorrow has also indicated that we do have some jail construction funds that are available. I think what we will need to do is sit down and determine the best course of action. You are correct. The sprung structure was at a cost about $4.2 million. And so if that is going to be the long-term solution, then we can certainly go back, revisit our list. But if you'll notice for FY 2024, the availability of funding was about $18 million. If we allocate that $4.2 million for the sprung structure, then I'm going to have to reduce some other much needed line items. But what I